Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of 2 Minute Gyan by Agile Beyond Boundary. In this episode, I will talk about the importance of Shuhari. We have all heard the phrase learn to walk before you can run. Shuhari is a concept from traditional martial arts that teaches us how to walk the path in the right sequence based on one's level of maturity. Here is a bit more detailed explanation of the steps. The first step is Shu, which means to protect or to obey. It talks about traditional wisdom and learning the basic fundamentals and techniques. The next step is Ha, which means to detach or digress, break from tradition. And the final step is Ri, which means to leave, separate, or basically transcendence. There are no techniques. All moves are natural. In martial arts, as with many other traditional forms of art, a beginner is shown only the simplest of techniques and asked to practice it a few thousand times or for a few months before moving on to the next simple technique, which uses learnings from the previous one. It sounds boring. Once it is seen that the beginner has understood the foundations, then they are allowed to experiment a bit and come up with their own combinations using the fundamentals they have learned. The whole path sounds rigid, forced. Yet, what can be more agile than a well trained martial artist? How is this related to agile in the industrial world? In agile as well, sometimes people who are new to it get the feeling that the practices are very restrictive, very rigid. This is called the Shu phase. In this stage, the practitioner should listen to the wisdom of a coach or a senior and try to follow the practices. Once there is enough experience with the practices, the meaning behind them and the way they link to the Agile Manifesto becomes clearer. One is always encouraged to clarify their doubts with the Agile coach or Scrum Master or whoever is the experienced Agile practitioner who is guiding them. To prevent the practitioners from being disillusioned in the martial arts school, the teachers usually have the prayer or the ultimate goals or principles of martial arts put on the board on the wall in the school. And usually at the end, there is a prayer where the students are asked to meditate and ponder how their learnings relate to those higher principles. In Agile, that is the equivalent of the manifesto. Always keep an eye on the manifesto, inculcate the principles. As you keep practicing in the Shu phase, the connection between the principles and the practices will start making sense, and one will gradually move to the Ha phase. The Re phase is a lot more individual, and the growth is differs from individual to individual. And at that stage, one cannot really be coached. It is more self-exploratory. So we are leaving that stage out of the discussion for now. But please remember, don't let your ego goad you into believing that you have already reached the stage. As in martial arts, the wise men in Agile also say that there are 3 shortcuts to becoming Agile: practice, practice, and more practice. There is a 4th dimension, conscious practice. So be persistent, disciplined, conscious, and keep practicing. Thank you for listening, and check out more such videos on our channel Agile Beyond Boundary. Subscribe to get notified as we post new ones. Thank you.